Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to another weekly episode of Item of the Week. This time we're gonna take a look at our very special unique flask, which is none other than Taste of Hate. So, many builds use this one, but for the sake of this series we're gonna take our time, read the flask, read the mods, see how can we acquire it and why this is called OP, or why is this even meta, you know? So let's start. The Taste of Hate Sapphire Flask is a unique flask which gives us 50% to cold res plus 6% maximum cold resistance while active. Then we have 20% of physical damage from hits is taken as cold damage during the flask effect. We also gain 15 to 20%, depends on the role of the particular item you possess, of physical damage as extra cold damage during effect. 30% chance to avoid being chilled during the flask effect, and 30% chance to avoid being frozen during the flask effect. So, after seeing the mods, we're gonna talk about each one of them, and we're gonna focus on the ones that make it really special. And we're gonna begin with the first one, which says that 20% of physical damage from hits is taken as extra cold damage. This is a very good example if you're running an Abyssus build, okay? So, if, for example, if you wear an Abyssus, you get extra physical damage taken. So, the Taste of Hate actually converts this to cold damage, which can be mitigated by the elemental resistances from your build. And if you're sorry, I can't speak. And if you're running, for example, a lore whip that increases your maximum resistances, or if you're running purities or anything like that, the amount of damage you're gonna take is going to be mitigated, and it is a pretty cool combo. But even if you don't run an Abyssus or a build like that, some of the physical damage taken as cold damage can be pretty useful in order to increase your survivability a bit. Then we're gonna take our time and read the next one, which is that we gain 15 to 20% of physical damage as extra cold damage during the effect. As you understand, this is a pretty significant buff to any build that uses physical damage or physical damage conversion to elemental damage, because it doesn't just convert a portion of our damage to cold damage, it gets us extra damage. So let's say that you do 1000 physical damage, with 20% of that you're gonna get, I believe, 200 more damage as cold damage. And since it is cold damage, the output DPS of your build is going to be mixed, which is a very good thing, because a lot of builds do mixed damages, like physical, elemental, which can be fire, cold, lightning, and chaos damage. And if you combine this effect with other items, like as there is promise, for example, you can actually get, based on your physical damage, a huge amount of extra damage converted into a variety of elemental damages, which can be very good. Especially if you're running a cold base build. For example, let's say that you are running, if I recall, I was running once a spectral throw build which had physical and cold damage. So even though I was not 100% converted physical to cold damage, the Taste of Hate was a very good flask for that build. The remaining two modes there are nothing to be very concerned about. We just have lower chance of being frozen and chilled from enemies. It can be useful. There are lots of bosses and mobs, and even when you activate a strongbox, for example, okay, there are a lot of elements that can freeze you in Path of the Exile, and this can be a nice buff if you actually get lucky with it. But most of the times we use a flask which has immunity to freeze, so I don't believe this is one very particular good mod, for example, okay? Now, how can we acquire this flask? Well, you can acquire the traditional way by just killing monsters and letting the flask drop as a usual item drop, but we can actually get it from 2 divination cards as well. The first one is called the Hunger, and it has to be stacked up to 9 cards, and when you get 9 out of 9 of these cards, you trade it, and you get a Taste of Hate from any vendor that trades divination cards, and this could be Tasuni and Navali if you have her on your hideout. Keep in mind that this video is recorded before the Betrayal expansion pack, so I don't know if the mechanics of the divination cards and the Navali in the hideout is going to be the same. I believe it's going to be the same, but nevertheless I should put this information out there so I don't have any misunderstanding with you guys when you actually view the video. So the second card is called Jack in the Box. We've seen this card in almost every video, and this is because every time you get 4 out of 4 Jack in the Box cards, you trade them with a vendor and you get an item. This includes almost every item in the game, so the Taste of Hate is actually included in this. And one other card that I believe that can get you a Taste of Hate is called the Void card, but I'm not quite sure why it is not included in this list. Maybe I'm wrong, but I just want to mention it. If you guys have any knowledge on the matter, and you know why this divination card is not mentioned in this list, please leave a comment below so you can correct me so I don't talk nonsense during the video, okay? So we did the item, how you can acquire the item. This is the splash art, pretty beautiful, and we have an alternate artwork which was actually acquired during the race in season 10 for reaching 1000 RP, and this is pretty much the whole item. And we should mention the price. So in standard, I believe that a Taste of Hate with perfect rolls can be acquired for 4 to 5 exalts, but during leagues, in most of them, a perfect roll Taste of Hate costs around 2 exalts, 2.5 maximum. And if I recall correctly, I bought a Taste of Hate during the Harbinger, Incursion and Delve League with the same price, 2 exalts. So I believe that this price is not gonna change in the near future. That's it for this video, guys. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, drop a like, subscribe. Don't forget to view our pre-Christmas giveaway. It's gonna be sweet. There is a video in my channel with the announcement and every information you're gonna need in order to participate in it. And as always, have a very nice day. See you next week with another episode.